seriously, nothing's been done like this on TV before.
I love that.
So it's super nerve-wracking for the entire network, the whole cast, myself. We don't know how it's going to do. I hope it does well. Everybody hopes it does well.
Yeah.
But like, are people really going to want to see the real raw lives of everybody?
This is the Dry Diaries with your author, Alex Dry.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your author, Alex Dry, and I am back with another entry of the Dry Diaries. Today, I honestly have one of my longest friends in LA. I met you probably like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I think you were like one of the first people to get me like hooked up with like an app or something like back in the day when you were working for Flipagram.
I was working for Flipagram and met Sebastian.
Sebastian Bales.
I was getting to the intro. And yeah, we just hit it off and became good friends. Oh, the Margs are here.
Our bartender.
Our bartender. We're at Stagecoach, so things
when you met me, I couldn't even drink legally.
Literally.
That's crazy.
So crazy. Yeah, and we went to VidCon.
Yeah.
Remember?
Years ago.
So funny.
And I stayed at your place.
Yeah.
It was like the sponsored, I don't know if it was the Flipagram house, but it was like a sponsored house, I believe.
Yeah.
And I stayed at the house. Yeah.
Sebastian Bales, he's a OG content creator on TikTok, YouTube. You are coming out with a reality show, which we can't really talk about all the details, but it will be on Peacock.
Yes, it will be on Peacock streaming, and I believe E! Network, but
oh my gosh,
that's not confirmed. I don't know. I think it is.
Yeah, and you dabble in the real estate industry.
Yes, I actually do mortgage lending and real estate. So I'm dually licensed, and I kind of do everything. I'm working on getting my brokers in the future too.
Amazing. You're like a jack of all trades.
I know. It's really weird coming from what I started with versus what I'm doing today.
Yeah, and it's such a proud moment for me seeing Sebastian's career grow, because whenever you started, I remember we were talking and you're young. You're like 18.
I think I was 17.
Or 17.
Yeah, I was 17.
And
I was 17 and then turned 18.
Yeah. And he told me when he was 17, like all of his goals, and you're like, I'm going to become the biggest YouTuber. I want to do this.
I still never did that, but
no, you like had all these goals and you're like, I'm manifesting it.
Yeah.
And honestly, to see you from then to now, it's like a proud mom moment for me.
Yeah.
Because you just like have come so far.
Yeah. I honestly like looking back at too, like going to my previous self versus who I am today. It's just such a weird feeling because it is truly like my entire life I manifested.
Yeah.
And so I'm living my manifestation that I wanted when I was a kid.
That's so cool. I love the power of like manifestation and affirmations.
I know. I was like, when I first got into that, everyone thought it was like cuckoo crazy, rah rah, like not even legit. And when I was telling people about it like 10 years ago, they're like, what? And now everybody's into manifestation. But I've been doing it for like a decade.
Yeah, forever. I know everyone thinks it's so woo woo, but I'm like, no, I will get my stage. I will manifest. I write down affirmations, everything. Vision boards, even like frequency healing. I love that. It's so amazing.
Like the sound baths.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we can go on and on.
On and on. Yeah, because you've been on a health journey.
Yeah, I've been on a huge health journey. I haven't really talked about this. I kind of stepped away from social media a couple years ago. Lauren and I, we created like a big, content. I don't know. I guess we would see each other as teams. And we really pushed each other's content and went back and forth. We had a prank thing going on where we pranked each other. Anywho, long story short, we ended up splitting up, separating, and I then like bought my first house, got really involved into real estate, and within that whole journey, I got a little depressed because I was like, it was COVID, and I had like nobody around me, none of my friends, and it was just a place for me to go in a dark hole, and I gained a bunch of weight. And that's why I did not post. Like everyone's wondering, like, where did you go? I haven't posted in a couple years. And that's kind of a little bit with the TV show. It's like kind of my comeback. But anywho, I'm going on a little tangent. So back to my health journey, I gained 40 pounds and became the heaviest that I ever was. I never was like a really big person,
Mhm.
but for me, it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And so I've taken kind of like my life back in the last 6 months, and you can see that even on the show. Like when I first started filming, I was the heaviest I was, and then
Oh,
at the end of the
wow.
show, I was like this weight pretty much now. So you can really see it in my
The
face, and
transformation.
yeah, so I don't know. It really made me feel really insecure though,
Yeah.
because I didn't feel confident. I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't want
Mhm.
to film. So it was really hard. And so I'm really into holistic health.
Yeah.
My mom is actually a holistic doctor.
Oh, no
And
way.
own our entire practice. Like it's family owned.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
been in our family for generations. And and so with that, I just, I'm really into supplements and
Yes, I
all types of
love.
herbs. And so I just have been working out, drinking lots of water, and taking my health super seriously.
Yeah, I love natural healing and remedies and homeopathic ways because I
Hmm.
feel like also like when it comes to medicine
Yeah.
back then, they didn't have the prescriptions and everything we have now. Like they literally healed themselves through natural things. So
Yeah.
why can we not do that today in this
Hmm.
world? And you can.
And
It's
I
just
really
like,
think this is really bad, and I shouldn't even go into this whole hole. But one thing I'd like to touch on is it really goes into like big pharma and the whole
yeah,
big cycle of just it comes down to money.
yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
that's just keep everybody sick,
Yeah.
keep it in the loop.
It's like a constant cycle. If you're
Hmm.
not healing the root issue, then it's just going to
Gonna
keep
cause another
reoccurring.
issue,
Yep.
and then all the chemicals in the food, like food dyes, are
Oh my
now getting
gosh.
banned.
Thank God.
I know, it's amazing. I don't see how anyone could be against that.
Yeah.
It's causing so many issues from autism to schizophrenia,
Cancer,
cancer, so many
so
things.
many things. Yeah. That's so crazy. So, what kind of natural healing do they do with the homeopathic?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it cures cancer because, like,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ivermectin. Like,
yeah, 100%.
also
But oh
cheers.
yeah, cheers! Yeah, little margs. It's
Yes.
Stagecoach, so a little
Stagecoach.
celebration. I'm
Yeehaw.
not dressed at all for Stagecoach.
No, I'm obsessed with your outfit. It's like so Palm Springs.
Thank you.
It's
No.
giving preppy vibes.
So my family practice, they heal everything from like dementia.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
and all, like when people's memory, they can repair that. They do muscle testing so you can figure out what's going on in your gut. A lot of things are
Mhm.
linked to your gut.
Yeah.
And that's where my health journey came into play. It was fixing my gut,
Mhm.
which also entailed kind of fixing my brain health as well. Because it's like all connected. Your brain and your stomach are
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Yeah, no.
Um, and so I was having lots of skin issues,
Mhm.
hair issues, vision issues, all
Yeah.
from my gut. And so I started taking a bunch of different supplements that my grandfather and mother recommended. And
Oh,
I've
wow.
just been doing that. And like 6 months later, I mean, it's crazy. And my skin
Crazy.
has been clearing up. I've
Yeah.
lost 40 pounds in 6 months.
Yeah.
Um, and I've always really been into like holistic health
Mhm.
my entire life because I grew up on it. But
Yeah.
I think just as I got older, you're like, oh, and then I'm not with my family. I stopped like taking it so seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
Hmm.
That's what happened to me. I did a parasite cleanse like over like on and off for like 4 months, and I literally like even without trying dropped 5 pounds. Which
Wow.
like for me like
Did you see any parasites?
yeah.
That's so scary. Were they
Yeah.
big, small?
I mean, it's like small. I mean, like I didn't do the crazy cleanses that people do where they're like literally pulling them out.
That's so
I
bad.
can't do that.
So, little side note, like literally a decade ago, nobody did parasite cleanses. People didn't even know what that
Yeah.
was. My mother was giving patients parasites cleanse like years ago. And so she had this one patient where she brought her like tapeworm or parasite. I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
She did the parasite cleanse and it was as long as a football field. It was literally folded up in a giant gallon bag. And she like brought it and she goes, I don't know. I just kept pulling it out. And my mom is telling me this story when I'm like 10 years old. I'm
Oh
traumatized.
my
So I've
God.
always been so scared of parasites. Yeah, I love fish. So
Oh yeah. That's like the number one place
do
that
you eat sushi?
no.
Oh, why? I love sushi.
Well, I'm allergic to fish, one, but then
Really?
two, after seeing all of the stuff with the parasites, like you see on TikTok whenever they like cut the salmon and it's like crawling out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like they pour like vinegar on a pork chop.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the parasites are crazy and just like so gross. But anyways, let's get into the reality show.
Yeah.
what you can talk about.
Yes, I know. I signed some crazy contracts, and let me
Yeah,
tell you,
I'm
I
sure.
don't want to get sued by NBC,
Right.
to say the least. So, anywho, what I can talk about is it's extremely raw.
Okay.
And so what I mean by that is everybody's exposed. The people that are on the show are, celebrities. I'm like the only influencer really on this show. So
Wow.
it felt like a fish out of water. It was so strange for me to fit in with people that are in a different world, but yet we're so similar.
Yeah.
And so hearing everybody's journeys and what people are struggling with, um, it was just eye-opening to feel so connected. Like everybody's just a human. I think
Mhm.
people think, oh, we're watching somebody online and they're not a real human, or they don't have feelings or emotions. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, all of us have a heart, and we all bleed red, so, or blue, I guess you should say. But we're all human, and there's just so many similarities to people that I didn't think I would ever relate to, or even people that I would ever even think I would like.
Wow.
Um, I guess I can say there's like some housewives.
Love.
There's people from different types of just all walks of life from reality TV, though.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I love the Housewives. I'm like an OG avid
Did
Housewives
you watch
watcher.
OC, like the original?
Um, what I mean, I've watched like the
Like,
past couple years,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm sure I know.
yeah. I've been watching it since day one. It's crazy. I was like watching Housewives when I was like 8 years old.
Same. Love it. Um, was it a show that was very therapeutic? Like, did they,
Mm.
I mean, if you can speak, like, did they put you
Oh,
through a process or
100%.
you
I
grew
went
a
through like
lot?
all these different. We had like a doctor on site, multiple different doctors that help us through certain journeys and
Mm.
whatever we're struggling with. So basically, it's a healing show,
Oh,
and for people
amazing.
to like kind of pull, people are getting to see behind the curtains of like what's going on with these celebrities' lives,
Oh my gosh.
without being so curated, and staged, or presenting yourself in a certain light,
Yeah.
I should say. Because a lot of these housewives, even though they're on reality TV, they're like purposely putting stuff out what they want the world to see or
Right.
what they don't want the world to see. It's very, you know,
Yeah.
trying to picturesque it and
Yeah.
make it how they want it to be.
Yeah.
So, um,
How'd you get on the show?
I actually got an email from a casting director.
Mm.
I'm a big advocate for speaking out about body images, or
Mm.
body image and like dysmorphia, like Facetune. I used to be like a
Because you got
crazy.
so much hate back in the
Well,
day
and I used
for
to be
like the orange guy.
Yes, and I had some crazy. I'll admit, I've had some crazy face tuning edits. Looking back, now I just laugh at it. I think it's funny. It's like,
Yeah.
who cares? I got attention for it, and it was super fun and
Yeah.
whatever. But at the time, it really stems down from insecurities, and
Mhm.
so anyhow, I've been just person that's been open about that. I talked about it on several articles and interviews, and so I think that caught the casting director's eye,
Mhm.
and thought, oh, like he seems like a perfect fit for this new show that we're coming up with. Like seriously, nothing's been done like this on TV before,
I love that.
so it's super nerve-wracking for the entire network, the whole cast, myself. We don't know how it's going to do. I hope it does well. Everybody hopes it does well.
Yeah.
But like, are people really going to want to see the real raw lives of everybody? I mean, I think so,
I
but
think so. And also it normalizes things
Mhm.
for people and put things in perspective.
Yeah.
Because again, you like you said, you only put out what you want. And if you're not feeling your best self, even
Mhm.
me, like if I'm not feeling my best that day or I don't want to put on makeup and I'm like, my skin's whatever, I'm like, I don't even want to post today. And it's like, no, you should post because
Yeah.
everyone's going through it. Everyone has issues.
Mhm.
It's
You'll
normal.
feel so much more like satisfied and just, I don't know. You'll feel better doing it than not doing it, and you're gonna have regrets if you don't
Hmm.
just put yourself out there and like do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think for me, like if I kept letting my insecurities get in the way, I would like not even be here today. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't be who I am. I honestly have no idea where I would be because I was not good at school.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think school's a waste of time.
You do?
Yeah.
I do think
I think college at least.
I do. No, I think college can be great for certain avenues that you're getting into, whether that's being a doctor or a lawyer.
That's my take
100%,
too.
like you need school.
Hmm.
When it comes to people like getting a degree in art, like if you're an artist, you're an artist. Put your art out there, and like you don't need
Just
someone to
go
teach you
for it.
art.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take on
I
that.
agree. That's always been my take. Unless you're going into like a certified practice of some
Hmm.
sort, then of course you need to go to college, med school, and all of that. But
Right.
besides that, I mean, it's really just more so a learning experience
Hmm.
of living on your own,
Hmm.
going through like the life stages. But yeah, I
And learning
mean,
to socialize and network and
yeah.
um, leveraging that for
Hmm.
sure.
Okay, so when does your show come out?
It's not confirmed, but I believe it's supposed to be in July, early July.
Oh, soon.
Yeah, in a couple months. So I
That's
don't know
so
when this is going to air,
exciting.
but very, very soon.
Yeah.
Um, it's really scary because, as everybody knows, me on TikTok and YouTube and all the platforms, I've really worked on presenting myself a certain way. I would edit
Mhm.
all my own videos. I did have an editing team at one point, but for the most part, I would say 80% of my career, I was the one behind the scenes, being everything from like the casting of people in my videos to in my skits and stuff to the production to
Yeah.
post, all of it. It was all me, a
That's a lot.
one person show. And I really was able to control the narrative, the storyline, and do it how I wanted to do it.
Mhm.
And this is the first time ever where I have like control issues where I'm a little freaked out because I have no idea how these editors are going to
Wow.
present to me. Because a lot of times people think, well, you think you're going to be presented a certain way, and then the show airs, and you're
Airs.
like, that's not at all
Yeah.
what I was trying to be or act like.
Yeah.
I've heard that with other housewives, castmates, where um, they did the show organically and authentically to themselves, and then the show aired and they
Mhm.
looked like a monster. And they're like,
Yeah.
that's not who I
That's
was.
not
And they give
what.
you all the bad edits and they piecemeal things and they make their own storylines of what they think is going to do good. So it's really scary to like
Yeah.
leave that in the hands of NBC. And
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I was really nice to the crew. So hopefully
That's
they give me a good edit.
Do you get to review it before it comes out?
No.
Wow.
Uh-uh. It's not like the Kardashians. They're also,
I saw.
part of post too, because
Right.
they're directors as well of their own show or producers. And so they're able to really go into, the editing bay and say, no, I don't like this, cut this out, and they can really control it.
Control it. You
No, I don't
can.
get that. If I would say, hey, can I see it? They'd be like, no.
No. Oh
Like,
my
I don't even think they
gosh.
would respond if I was just like, can I see the edit before?
Oh my gosh. I'm
So
so excited to watch it. I can't wait.
I'm like really,
It's
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
really scary.
amazing. And I feel like maybe if you want to jump back into social media, it will be like your
Hmm.
little kickstart.
Oh, I'm 100% gonna jump back into social media. I'm
Yeah.
already, like, kind of working on a plan of getting back in because I truly
Hmm.
miss it. I miss all my followers, and I miss just being in front of the camera.
Hmm.
Now that I feel confident.
Yeah.
Like, it's I don't know, it's been time. It's too much time has passed.
That's so exciting. Okay. So, what is your favorite conspiracy theory? Because we're all about conspiracy theories on
Oh
here.
my gosh.
So,
Okay. I have so many. I'm actually, like, a crazy
I mean,
conspiracy theorist.
literally same.
Um, okay. Number 1 for me would probably be, like, the MK Ultra and the lizard people that rule the world.
Reptilians.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah, and
gosh.
how they morph into, like,
Yes.
certain people, and they can
Yes.
control the world, and they, like, morph into the president or, like, Justin Bieber. Have you seen that
Hmm.
one picture or that video of
Yes.
Justin Bieber's eyes changing and morphing?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a huge firm believer, and then I was a flat earther for a minute.
Really?
I know, that's so it's so embarrassing. Yeah, I was a flat earther for, like, a hot, like, 6 months.
Yeah.
And then I realized, no, that's
No.
really bad.
I know. It kind of made me question it a little bit because the whole conspiracy around Antarctica, past the ice
Yes.
wall. I think my personal take is that there's another sort of dimension past that, and they're
Uh-huh.
testing and doing experiments maybe with like aliens or whatever it is.
Oh
Because
my gosh, you're
anybody
getting my
that
brain going
flies
right now.
past it,
Mhm,
they are met with like the military or
mhm.
plane and told to turn right back around.
You know what's really scary
So,
is on that same topic. First of all, have you heard of, like, the center of the Earth, like, in in
oh,
Antarctica?
the hole,
Yes, the hole,
the
and it
black
goes
hole.
and then they
Yes.
say it's, like, goes into a different dimension, and it's supposed
Yes.
to be, like, euphoric over there and, like, beautiful
Yes.
from what I've heard, and there was, like, this guy, there was this book who, like, traveled across the entire world and then went to the center of the Earth, and he apparently died, and they
Mm,
killed him. The way he died was that they said he was crazy,
mm,
and he was not mentally stable, and they put him into a mental facility, and then
mm,
they ended up killing him off.
mhm.
But I honestly believe the story. They want the
Yeah.
world to think that he's crazy because why would they want anyone to believe that? Like,
Yeah.
that's gonna expose everything. And then it goes into, like, the Nazi times in, like, Germany, and they were making deals with the aliens. This is so
Oh, I've
crazy.
heard this.
Yes, and there was, like, things, I don't remember what, but I read this article or book, can't remember, and they said the UFO and these like Nazi military vessels were in why can't I say
No, yeah,
Antarctica?
there's a military base there,
Yes.
and that's where, and it's a proven fact, like the
Mhm.
military base was there.
And then apparently they were making like NATO deals. So it was like
Wow.
Germany and all these different countries were meeting there
Oh.
and trying to make like peace treaty deals and all sorts of things. And then so they had, I know this is really crazy, but
No,
they got so much technology from the aliens, like Nazi
Oh.
Germany did. So we apparently made a deal with them, and they gave off some of the technology that they gained from the aliens to the US. And that's why our technology advanced so quickly from there to now in like a matter of 50
wow.
years.
Yeah, that's
I know.
crazy.
I'm,
No, I believe
people are gonna
it.
think I'm literally insane now.
No, I mean, I talk about conspiracies all the time, but I truly believe it. And then even someone brought to my attention, if you watch Game of Thrones,
I've never seen it, but I heard
I
it's
haven't
amazing.
seen it either, but they were telling me the concept around the show is very similar to Antarctica. So there's like a wall that blocks off and it takes you into like something else. I need to watch
Wow.
it so I have more context, but it's just so interesting because I also think that a lot of shows or media that's put out is shows that are programmed to train our brains to make it normal.
Yeah.
And so
It's
whenever it
conditioning the
does,
brain
conditioning
of
the
the
brain, so when
masses.
it happens, it doesn't seem
Seems
too
crazy.
crazy to us.
Yeah, just like how the Jetson were literally doing FaceTime.
Yeah.
And now that's like such a normal
Flying cars.
I mean, that's about to happen too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to the moon now. It's like just insane.
Oh, do you think Katy Perry went to the moon?
Oh, that whole I actually think they did.
I don't think they did.
Really?
No. Because the reason I say this is
But
a
our
guy.
technology is really advanced.
I know, but why are they sending like Katy? I get it. I'm
It's
all
publicity.
for females, like empowering females. I'm all for that. But whenever they were like doing the photo shoot and all that, like they didn't even have on the full gear. And then someone put the photo into AI and asked how AI is this photo. And it came back and said it was 83% AI, I believe.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know.
But I don't know about the whole AI scanner thing, because I've written out like a property description and I'm like writing my property description. And I'm like, how much of AI do you think this was? And they'd be like 70%. And I'm like, I literally wrote this myself. So I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
For sure.
Also, you just go up for 15 minutes and come back down.
Yeah, that's true.
I
don't know. I mean,
don't know.
do we really need Katy Perry in space? Like, it's kind of just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of believed
Do
it,
you think
though.
she's a reptilian?
No. You know why?
Have you seen the eye glitch?
With her?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe. Because
I
they
mean, I
say
don't
they
know.
clone them.
Yeah.
That's a whole other
That's a
conspiracy.
whole
That they
other
take the
story.
major celebrities, like they're real celebrities, they actually become big stars, and then they realize how powerful they are. So the government or whoever takes them, clones them, and then freezes them.
Yeah.
And then puts the clone out, and then they can like really control them. That's why they have like
That's
their
so
handlers
crazy.
and like MK Ultra and like
all of that
stuff. It was getting scary.
You want to hear my
Sometimes I
latest
think
conspiracy? It's about Justin Bieber.
Okay.
So, you know how everyone's freaking out because Justin was at Coachella and he was like going crazy
Yeah, he
and like
looks like
doing
he's
whatever and looks bad,
maybe on
whatever.
some like substances.
So, like with Justin, I think that he wanted out of everything that maybe he was involved with in the past. And so since he wants out of it, now the media is like trying to paint him in a horrible way as a repercussion of like, oh, you went out, well, we're gonna try to ruin your career.
Possibly. I
don't
mean,
know.
that really does happen. I mean, there's some crazy stuff
Yeah.
to control people. At least just like going into the P. Diddy topic, I just knew some like insider information just about like how he would full on allegedly would like off people.
Yeah. Oh wow. Through
Just
pneumonia.
to shut people up.
Through pneumonia.
To not let things get exposed.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. I mean, I can't speak, but
yeah. So
that's what I heard. It gets really scary.
Oh my
See,
God.
sometimes I think I'm like, am I gonna get
Same.
murdered?
I'm like, are they watching me? Like, no. There's so many people that talk about so many things. Like, also, these are just our thoughts. Like,
yeah, it's just an opinion.
our theories, which, whatever.
It could be real, could not be real.
Could not.
It's all alleged.
But I love that you love conspiracies.
I'm
because
obsessed.
I do too.
I'm crazy. Like, okay, that's bad. Don't. See, that's what somebody like a producer on a show could totally do that. They'd be like, oh, take that line. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
No, but I am seriously cuckoo for conspiracy theories, and I believe them.
Same.
Like, I'm pretty easily convinced.
Same.
I
So
mean, if
easy.
it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, I believe it's a duck.
And then you just go down the rabbit hole and you keep, and it takes you into another one and
And then
another
you're
one, and
like
then you link them
sucked in.
together.
Have you gotten into like the TikTok, what is it called? Parts. Where it'd be like part 1, and it's talking about
Yes.
conspiracy theory, and then
Oh
you
my
get
gosh.
looped in, and then you get to part 400 or something,
Yeah.
and then you're on some other conspiracy theory
Yeah.
that's like on the other whole other side of the previous topic. I don't know.
Literally.
That's how I get into it.
I love it. What is something that people don't know about you?
Okay. Yeah. This is like a hard question, but I would have to say, going back into like the school thing that we were talking about, I actually had the worst attendance in the entire history of my high school. Like, they gave me an award for the worst
No
attendance because it
way.
was just that bad.
How'd you graduate?
I barely graduated, but I somehow graduated with a 3.8 GPA, believe it
Oh,
or not.
love.
No, this is actually really bad. I would pay people to do my school. Like, I would work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So I did not like attend school because I was so busy with my social media career. So I'd be like out in LA, and my parents would like not let me do online school, like, or homeschooling. I'd beg them. They're like, no, normal high school life. And I just would not show up.
Yeah.
So I'd be like working, and I would take all my social media money, and I would pay my friends and like people at the school
Yeah.
to like do my homework and stuff for me. So then I would turn it in at the like end of the week, and I would have like a deal with the teachers because they were like, just turn in your homework. Like, we just need something.
We just need something so we can pass you through.
Yes. And the principal was like, brought me in one time when I was actually at school because I showed up maybe once a week. And she was begging me. She's like, what can I do to get you to come to school? Can I bring you Starbucks every morning?
Oh my
Like,
God.
all these things. And I
What
was
a
just,
nice principal.
yeah, she was really nice. She really wanted me to attend. I mean,
love
because
that.
it was a charter school, but I think they get paid on attendance. So they really needed me there.
Makes sense.
And I just would not show up. And I like made up the lie that I had like a stomach bug. And so I'd be like, yeah, I have stomach issues because it's undetectable.
Yeah.
So, funny story. I pretty much lied and said I had like chronic diarrhea. So I could not get to school. And they're like, she's like, why can't you get to school? And I'm like, I literally am just like stuck to the toilet. Like, I can't. And so it got so bad to the point they brought in like the police and brought my parents in because they thought like I was doing drugs or doing crazy things. And I had to show up with my tax returns showing that like I'm actually a productive person in society and I'm not just screwing off and doing drugs.
Wow.
And that was the only way my parents didn't get arrested because they were like, your parents, your guardian's supposed to make sure that your child goes to school. And like my parents begged me to go to school, but I just wouldn't. I would sneak out and go to LA and work because I grew up in Ventura, which is a small little beach town, like an hour out from LA.
Wait, I love that. Like, entrepreneur from a young age.
Yeah,
Literally
100%. And so, anywho, when it was graduation day, they presented me with this worst attendance, and then on top of it, I missed so much school that I didn't even get my like photos or senior photos, which is kind of sad. Now looking back, I wish I had that to look back on, but at the time I was so busy that anytime they would stop me to like take a picture for the thing, I'm like, I literally look awful. Like, no, I'm not taking this picture right now. And they're like, we just need the picture. So I said, go find a picture from Instagram.
I'm crying.
They end up picking this picture that it was like a goofy photo of me like with my eyes crossed and my tongue out.
Stop.
That's what they used for my senior photo because it was like payback because I was like not showing up to picture day.
Oh my God.
So it showed me with my cross-eyed at the graduation, and then here's your worst attendance. And then they were like kind of passive aggressive, like, oh, you're gonna not be successful, like you're gonna be a loser. Like, no one believed me that I was gonna be successful. They thought, because this is like right before I blew up, but I was like still successful and like doing good, but they didn't think that was gonna be
a thing,
like longevity wise. They didn't think it was gonna continue.
Does that motivate you, or did that motivate you?
That 100% motivated me. I mean, I think not to prove everybody wrong, but to just prove that you don't have to fit into this box that society is making you fit into. So that really pushed me to like want to be successful.
Yeah.
So it's funny now because the school now has I don't know, someone DM'd me. I haven't been at school. I should probably tour my school.
Yeah, you should go, and they'll probably ask you to give a speech.
Probably. There's apparently a case, and it's like an award being like, Sebastian Bell has like attended our school, and he's, you know, they really pushed because it was a technology-based charter school. So they're really pushing like, you know, he learned all of his editing skills at this school. And I'm like, I was self-taught. I taught everything before high school.
You're like, babe, I attended once a week.
Yeah. I literally learned editing when I was in middle school. I had taught myself. And when I had my like video class or like, I don't know, it was like a cinematography class. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I got like an A plus because I didn't even have to try because they were like, oh, do this. I'm like, this is so basic.
Yeah.
I knew this when I was like 10. So anyhow, they just really try to push that I'm only successful in social media and like everything I
Because of that.
learned was from the technology school.
Yeah, of course.
It's so funny.
You're like, but you
I'm
didn't
like-
believe in me and I proved you wrong.
I'm like, I should get some royalties on that or something. Like, I don't know how that works, but I need
You're
to
like,
figure
let me come back and redo my senior photos.
Yeah, you're like advertising something that like is not true.
Yeah.
But
You need to pay me for my likeness.
oh, and then speaking of that, sorry, little sidetrack too. I really want to say this. My best friend Sam, we both went to the same high school. Everybody like not bullied us, but they just didn't think that we were going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
They literally like would make fun of us and say that we're going to be homeless all the time. Like, you're going to be a homeless loser, like blah, blah, blah. And so Sam was a makeup artist and he really wanted to be like really big in that. And he was great at what he did. In his, I think, sophomore, I don't even know. Is it sophomore or junior year? The second year of high school. I don't know.
Sophomore.
See, this is so bad.
Yeah.
This is me one day a week.
Yeah.
So his sophomore year, he ended up getting picked up by the Kardashians. And so because of that, that opened up a ton of doors, but he worked for them full time. He couldn't go to school anymore. So he dropped out of high school. Like, we were both in high school at the same time.
Yeah.
And he actually ended up dropping out, getting his GED. Long story short, fast forward, he ended up being the youngest celebrity makeup artist that was super successful. He did Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. I mean, so many different things. I mean, he's the face of YSL now, and he was the face of Dior not too long ago.
That's crazy.
But so funny because we both grew up with the manifestation, trying to like manifest our careers and our lives and our futures, and everything that we wanted to be when we were kids came true.
Wow.
So I totally believe in the law of attraction. And yeah, just because you're not going to school or not going go to school kids.
Go to school, kids.
But just because you're not going to college or following like a route that the world believes that you should follow doesn't mean that you're not going to make it in the world.
Yeah.
There's so many different avenues, and most of the billionaires of the world like never went to college. So.
Right. Also, like, you don't need to fit into a certain mold or of what people think in order to be successful. Or if you feel like you're a little bit of an outsider, then it's okay. Like, you have your lane, and that's why you always need, I always say, like, stick to your passion and your purpose, because it's going to take you much farther than doing what you think society wants you to do.
And even if it pushes you to like be in some really hard situations, I always say go after your dreams. Like, when I met you, or not when I met you, but like shortly after when I finally moved to LA, I was like I was a roommate with another content creator, which you know of. And I was like their video editor, and I like did that in exchange for rent. And it was like a really actually awful situation. Like, so I was living in like this small little Harry Potter like dungeon room. But I didn't care because I was in LA where I needed to be to succeed. And I took every single day so hard, pushed my career. I mean, I would do all of that content creator's videos and all day long, from filming to editing. And then I would go out at night and create my own TikToks, my own videos, and my own live streams. And I would like edit all night. Like, I literally got me before I was asleep. It was really hard for me, but it shaped me to be who I am and why I'm such a hard worker today. But if I did not do that, I don't know where I'd be, because that 8 months, like, I got my own apartment, like I was fully on my own, and I never had anybody ever help me.
I love that.
And so I guess what I'm getting at is, even if it seems scary to take a risk or be in some tough situations, if you believe in yourself and you know that you can do it, I truly believe that it's meant for you. Then you're supposed to struggle in those certain situations.
Yeah, I fully believe that. And also, I mean, being friends with you for so long, I admire and have always admired your motivation and determination and how you just go after what you want, and you're very dedicated. And it just proves that also, I mean, hard work, but also consistency. You were always so consistent when it came to
Not anymore.
Well, not
I did
anymore,
get better,
but like that's
yeah.
how you grew at the beginning. Like, you were always so consistent with your stuff. So I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's so weird too, because I feel like I've had so many different lives since knowing you. I
Yeah.
mean, when I met you, I was literally a teenager.
Yeah.
Now I'm in my mid 20s.
20s.
That's so scary.
You're such a baby.
I'm closer to 40 than I am to my birthday.
Babes. I'm way older than you.
I feel like I always think you don't age though.
I know.
I feel like
everyone
you've been the
says that.
same. I feel like you've been 21. I don't know how old you
I'm
were when I
32.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like you're just like 21 forever.
Thank you, babe. Love that. Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. This
I
was super
love
fun, and it was so
you.
good to connect with you
I
again.
know. I can't wait to watch your show.
I know.
You guys have to
I'm
go watch
gonna-
your show. We'll let you know when it's coming out.
I'll keep you in the loop,
And
and I'll
yeah.
invite you to the premiere screening.
Oh my gosh, love.
So,
Yes. I
super
love.
exciting. Such a
Okay.
weird, like from reality TV to social media to
I know.
now real estate. It's like insane what my life is now.
Everything. Yeah. I love it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to another entry of the Dry Diaries. I will link all of Sebastian's stuff below. Go follow him and let you know when his show's coming out. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Alex Dry.